too close. Hey, I think this is good. Why did I talk like that? I think this is good. Hey guys, it's Jazz. Welcome to my channel. I don't really know how to introduce myself. Kind of awkward. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna get ready and literally do my makeup as I yap. But I specifically want to talk about being an avoidant and what that means. I recently got like 4 new piercings. So I got 1 second over here, and then I got 3 more over here to even out with like this one, because I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like before I had these seconds, or before I had these other piercings, it used to just be 1, 2, 3 and 1. But now, after my new piercings, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the new ones that I got my seconds on this ear. And then I got my conch, and then I got my rook, I believe. Yeah, conch and rook. Because I really want to replace the conch once it fully heals with like a ring to like mirror the rings on this side, because I love an ear full of rings. And yeah, because I only ever wear silver hoop earrings, because I like hoop earrings. Hoop. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna do my makeup today, guys. Wow, oh my god, aren't you guys excited? That's so fun. Bumbleclot. Okay, sorry, I'm getting all my makeup out. Hello. Oh my gosh, I also use fixing spray to set my makeup. BT dubs. Okay, we have everything. I might do lashes today, might not. We'll see the vibe. We'll see if lashes are the vibe or not. And my setting powder, primer. I'm not gonna color correct because I haven't been color correcting. Anyways, gonna start out with primer. Power grip primer grip. Today's something that I wanna rant today, is like something that has been bothering me for the past few months, and it is being an avoidant. Wow, who would have guessed? So, as you know, or if you don't, I will provide the definition of an avoidant. Quick Google search. The Merriam-Webster dictionary. An avoidant is characterized by turning away or by withdrawal or defensive behavior. So it's relating to or denoting a type of personality or behavior characterized by the avoidance of intimacy or social reaction. So, by being an avoidant, you tend to avoid your feelings, social interactions, your feelings. Yay. Okay, I'm going in with my skin tint, my Fenty Beauty skin tint. Why? Not it squirting everywhere. This is not that kind of video. Pack it up. Oh my god. Oi. Okay, so we've looked at the definition of an avoidant, right? But how does that definition apply to me? Or possibly to you? Well, you see, what it means is, when it comes to romantic situations, especially, I want to talk about being an avoidant, attachment style. It means you avoid your feelings sometimes. If you have a partner, it means sometimes you don't want to be around them. You just, get this, feeling that you just want to, completely shut down because it's scary. You don't want to get hurt. You're scared of getting hurt. You don't want to trust people. You don't want to let them in. So you essentially avoid. But I think being an avoidant can come out in many different types of ways. I mean, I've seen some people kind of demonizing it. Not demonizing, you know what I mean. Making it seem like it's this, basically avoidants are these evil people that ghost all the time, that that ghost all the time, that just up and leave you out of nowhere without saying anything, will one day just stop talking to you. And it can be like that. It is like that sometimes, actually, maybe most of the time. But I will say it's like that most of the time, but also as an avoidant, it's not intentional. It's not always intentional. I feel like it takes a certain type of, if you've acknowledged that you are an avoidant person and you are actively working towards that, then kudos to you. That's good, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm working towards being an avoidant person. I've actually gotten better at being expressive about my feelings and confronting people instead of just curling up and backing away. But I think it stems from, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it stems from emotional neglect as a child from one or both of your parents, because growing up you were emotionally neglected. You never fully got to experience that parental love. You kind of lived in a household where possibly love was conditional. Or maybe your parent worked 24/7, and as a result, you wouldn't really spend a lot of time with said parent, especially if you were in a single parent household. And as a result, you didn't really develop a healthy attachment style, because in your head, you're well, people can A, come and go, B, always leave you, or C, what does it mean if someone loves me? You never got that true expression of the love of a parent always being there for you. And that's something that I struggle with. #release me. But I have definitely become aware enough to the point where I'm able to identify my avoidant tendencies and kind of pull it back, and then ground myself in the present moment, and ground myself in what is truth, rather than me being avoidant and just trying to avoid and just ignoring and shutting everyone out. I'm you know what, I always try to tell myself, because one thing that it shows in is I'm really bad at responding to messages, insanely bad at replying to messages. One, because I'm dude, it takes so much energy, and I don't like to sit on a phone and just text away. I don't like to do that unless I absolutely have the free time to. But if I'm busy, or if I'm spending time with someone else, or if I'm in a social situation, I don't want to I don't like being that person that's always on their phone texting, because I think that's rude. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when you're talking to someone and they're actively just texting and they're I don't want to be that person. So it's one of the reasons why I always like take a minute to respond, but sometimes I literally just avoid. I'm like, oh, I'll get to it later. And then I just never get to it until it's been like weeks. And that's not good, because that's poor communication. And I need to communicate better. And that's something that I've been working on. Through giving myself like a 24-hour period to respond. I'm like, I have to respond to this person within 24 hours. It's even better if I respond like as soon as, ideally what I try to do is as soon as I see the message, I just reply. Because if I don't, then I might just fully forget about it and go about my day. And it might be like, la 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 la. And I completely forget that person ever contacted me until like a week or 2 or 3 later, where I'm looking through my messages and I'm like, oh my god, they replied. Or even worse, when I scroll down, I see their messages in my like notification center. Oh my god. Excuse me. I see their messages in my notification center, and then I'm just like, swipe. So I swipe up. I'm like, I'll respond later. And then for some reason, my brain tricks itself, and it's like, why hasn't this person responded? It's been so long since this person responded. Where are they? Now it's like I'm waiting for that person to respond, even though the truth is that they already responded. Anyways, point is, I've been working on my avoidant tendencies little by little. I'm like, I need to be more present. I need to stop avoiding, because it's not good. And also, especially in the context of romantic relationships, I want to fully be there for my partner, and I don't want to disassociate and avoid my feelings to the point where like they're not emotionally fulfilled by me. So that's something that I've also actively been working on. But one thing that I find myself doing is falling into the trap of also villainizing myself as an avoidant, and kind of blaming myself for essentially all of the faults in my relationship or in my previous relationship. I would kind of blame myself, internalize all of the faults, and put the weight on my shoulders. And I would think, oh my god, they said something that caught me off guard that I did not like at all. But then I would write it off as me being oversensitive or dramatic. And I'd be like, this person cares for me, they love me. That's not actually concealer, also Fenty Beauty. That's not actually how they are. They're a good person. Basically excusing all of like things that things that are bad, like that they're doing, that are like toxic, and not only toxic but push my boundaries. But I'm excusing it because I'm like, I'm avoidant, I have trust issues. That's why I feel the way I feel. That's why I want to like break up with them. It's because I'm an avoidant, and rather than me being an avoidant, I should be open to the communication, talk it out with them. And basically in that process, I let them gaslight me. Like, because I'm not willing to hear myself out. Because I think my personal feelings of the situation are invalid. Especially as I'm someone with trust issues, but I'm pretty sure, as avoidants, we have trust issues. So many problems. Not really. But yeah, so I would excuse their behavior because I'm like, this is my fault. I'm in the wrong. I'm the problem here. So let me blend my concealer, and then I'll go back to yapping. Okay, she's all blended. Oh my god, the voice crack. Drill. Okay, but basically I'd make it my issue or my problem that person is acting that way. I'd be like, well, they're acting normally. I just need to hear them out, and I need to like hear everything that they're saying, and, you know, they're coming from a place of love. Like, I need to fix this. I need to work on this. You know, like, me. I need to do all that. Also, side note, in what relationship am I stressing out and bugging out this bad? Like, that should never be the case where I'm bugging out this bad about a relationship. I'm sorry. If it's truly meant for me, then it should not stress me out this much. Like, that should not be a thing. That should never be the case. Because, yes, relationships are hard, but they're not hard to the point where they're constantly draining you. You're sleepy all the time. You're tired. Talking to them feels like a chore. Like, that's not normal. It shouldn't reach the point, which this is the point that I got to, where even having a conversation with them gives you anxiety because you don't want to have another disagreement and you don't want it to end in another 2-hour-long conversation. That is not healthy. And that's something that I've realized lately. But I mean, back when, I used to, like, always blame myself for it and be like, you know what, because mind you, this was my first ever relationships, so I did not know how relationships work. So I would constantly have this internal battle of what was normal and what was not, what behavior was normal and what behavior was not normal. Like, what should I enable and what should I not enable? I do have my own personal boundaries, but in my head I was like, a relationship is where you compensate for someone, where you kind of meet them at their level or at a common ground, and then you work up from there. Oy. And because of that, it cost me so much stress. Like, I was very much stressed in this relationship. And I love that, like, no shade, like, to that person. Like, I love them dearly. I do love and I do care for them, but I just don't think they were my person, because a relationship should be something fulfilling. It should not be something that drains you. That is a big no. I'm putting on powder, by the way. Okay, I'm all powdered up. My God, wait, let me put the little... Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what setting powder I'm using Huda Beauty in shade Cinnamon Bun Easy Bake. I kept going back and forth between getting Cinnamon Bun and the banana, because I was like, as a black woman, most people say banana, but then also, like, from what I've seen, banana, use shade banana if you want like bright under eyes. And I don't want that. I want more of like a natural everyday look, which the lady at Sephora really helped me out when she was like, if you want more of a natural, then go for Cinnamon Bun. Like, thank you for this. Yeah. So my ex got me that. Yeah, just everything, you know, reminds me of him. Anyways, oh my gosh, I might have to go, leave for a bit, just because I forgot my nose contour, and I forgot, the brush that I used to take out the powder. Okay, so I might, dip for a bit. Oh my God. What was I talking about before? I know I was talking about, the whole situation, sitch, but what part was I at? God, I wish I had a replay button. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, yes. Relationships should not be draining. They should be fulfilling. They should add value to your life. They should not take away value to your life. And also, if you find the right person, they won't stress you out to the point of exhaustion, to the point where you don't want to talk to them the whole day. That is not normal. And I tried to normalize that behavior. So if you're going through the same thing, wake up. It sucks too, because I had to experience it myself to know when to wake up. Okay, I'm gonna go for a bit and then I'm gonna continue my point. Okay, hi, I'm back. I did not realize that I used this much makeup, by the way. You should see my setup and how much makeup I have. Oh my God. Okay, let me brush my eyebrows. But yeah, I feel like it takes going through it to really know your boundaries and when you should either take a break from something or just completely say bye to it. Because I don't know, like, especially if it's your first relationship or like your second relationship or something, and you're not like, maybe you're not used to like identifying like what behavior should be excused and what shouldn't be excused. But you learn that, I believe, through dating people, which is another reason why I was like, I need to find myself. I need to learn more about myself. I mean, I'm literally 20. Like, I need to like explore. Like, I'm so young and I can't like pin myself down to this relationship just because I'm thinking about how nice this person is, how much they love me. Like, I need to think about myself and think about what I want. And am I satisfied? And if I'm not, then leave. Anyways, let me brush the powder off. Okay, powder is blushed. It's brushed. Okay, next is I'm gonna do the eyes. I don't do my brows. I need to get my brows threaded, by the way. So, let me do my eyes and then I'll come back and we'll finish up with my lip combo. Hi. Okay, lashes and eyes are done. By the way, what I do for my eyes is I use lash extensions, like the lash clusters, and I just put them on. You had to use 80D, but I usually do 60D because I ran out of like the 60Ds that I use. But starting on my outer lash going in, the map is, it's 14 millimeter, one 14 millimeter, one 12 millimeter, and then one 10 millimeter, and then the same for the other side. I just do that, and this is how it looks. And then I go in with black eyeliner, and I just line my waterline with the black, and then I go in, can't really see it on camera, but I go in with a liquid eyeliner, and then I do a little beauty mark. So now time for the lip combo. Yay, which I'm taking it for my purse because I always just leave my lip combo in my purse so that it's easier for me. But let me see if I can find it. Yay. But this is my current lip combo. Yay. This is the L'Oreal Paris lipstick because I don't have lip tint. I use it in shade Cinnamon Toast. And then I use NYX shade Dark Brown. And then I use Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate Heat to top it all off. As I'm doing this, one thing that I really want to conclude is if something in your gut is telling you that this is not your person or is telling you to leave the relationship, then listen to it. Your head and your heart might tell you a million other things, like this person didn't mean it, basically make excuses for as to why you should stay with this person. But if they cross boundaries and they cross lines that if you saw a friend going through, then you would disapprove of it, then you shouldn't put yourself through it. Because you deserve so much more than that. And there's tons of other people that will show you the world. I can trust you. There is someone out there that is meant for you, that is right for you. And leave, girl. Especially, like, you're young. Like, leave. Hell, start over in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s. Like, it is never too late. But just save yourself, because you don't want anyone to dim your light or take your light. Anyone to exhaust you. You need to be happy. You only have one life, babes. You literally only have one life. Like, this is your life. You want to enjoy every single moment of it. Some moments are harder than others, but trust and believe that you'll get through it. Let's go to lip gloss. Okay, had to stop it real quick, but this is the finished look. Love yourselves. You deserve the world. I love you. Bye.